Paul Walker's death shocked the world. A devastating car crash, a fireball of wreckage, and a tragic loss of life. But as the dust settled and fans mourned, whispers of something more sinister began to surface. Could there be more to the tragic accident than what we've been told? Was it just a freak accident, or are there deeper, darker forces at play? The conspiracy theories surrounding Paul Walker's death have captivated many, leaving us to wonder, was this truly an accident, or something far more mysterious? So, the official story goes. On November 30th, 2013, Paul Walker, the star of the Fast and Furious franchise, lost his life in a fiery car crash in Santa Clarita, California. He was a passenger in a Porsche Carrera GT driven by his friend Roger Rodas. According to official reports, the car was speeding, traveling at around 90 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone, when Rodas lost control. The vehicle crashed into a tree and a light post before bursting into flames. Both men were tragically killed in the explosion. The accident was ruled as a result of excessive speed and loss of control. But almost as quickly as the official report came out, questions began to emerge. How could an experienced driver like Rodas, with a background in racing, lose control so easily? Was it really just speed? Or was there more going on beneath the surface? Some theorists believe that Paul Walker's death wasn't an accident at all. They point to several odd details and suggest that Walker may have been the target of a deliberate attack. But why would anyone want Paul Walker dead? The most popular theory suggests that Walker had uncovered a dark secret, a secret that got him killed. Walker was deeply involved in humanitarian work, and just before his death, he was actively raising money for victims of Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines through his charity, Reach Out Worldwide. Conspiracy theorists claim that Walker may have stumbled upon a massive fraud involving international aid funds. The theory goes that Paul Walker discovered that money meant for the victims was being siphoned off by powerful, corrupt individuals. This, according to believers, made him a target. The idea that Walker was killed to silence him, while wild, is based on the notion that his death was too convenient. He was a man who loved cars, a professional driver, and yet he died in a crash? To some, that irony is just too on the nose. Then there are the strange details about the crash itself. Skeptics have pointed out that the Porsche Carrera GT is notoriously difficult to control, even for seasoned drivers like Rodas. But some believe there's more to it. Several witnesses claim they heard an explosion before the car hit the tree, fueling rumors that the vehicle may have been tampered with. Some theorists suggest that the car could have been sabotaged, perhaps by hacking into its computerized systems or by planting an explosive device. Even more puzzling are the claims that Walker had been receiving threats prior to his death. Although these allegations have never been substantiated, they have only added fuel to the conspiracy fire. To those who believe in the darker version of events, it's clear. Paul Walker didn't die because of a crash. He was murdered because he knew too much. Some conspiracy theorists also point fingers at Hollywood itself. Could the film industry have played a role in covering up Walker's death? The Fast and Furious franchise was, and still is, a multi-billion-dollar business. Losing Paul Walker at the height of the franchise's popularity could have thrown the entire series into chaos. But instead, production on Fast and Furious 7 was temporarily halted, and then Walker's character, Brian O'Connor, was seamlessly integrated into the film with the help of CGI and his brothers as stand-ins. To conspiracy theorists, this smooth transition raises questions. Was Walker's death part of a larger scheme to generate publicity and further boost the franchise's success? Was his passing capitalized upon in the aftermath to push the film's emotional angle and drive even higher box office returns? For those who believe in Hollywood's power to manipulate narratives, the idea isn't so far-fetched. Of course, these theories are just that, conspiracy theories. The official investigation, conducted by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and the California Highway Patrol, found no evidence of foul play. The crash was attributed to a combination of speed and the difficulty of handling the Porsche Carrera GT. Investigators concluded that the car had not been tampered with, and while tragic, it was ultimately an accident. Porsche itself faced lawsuits following the crash, with allegations that the car's design flaws contributed to the deaths. However, a judge later ruled in favor of the automaker, stating that the car's design wasn't responsible for the crash. Despite this, the conspiracy theories persist. More than a decade after Paul Walker's death, the conspiracy theories haven't faded away. They continue to be discussed in online forums, YouTube channels, and among fans who still struggle to make sense of the tragedy. Whether or not there's any truth to these claims, one thing is certain: Paul Walker left behind a legacy far bigger than the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. He was not just an actor, but a philanthropist, a father, and a man who inspired millions. While some may focus on the conspiracy, others remember Paul Walker for his generous spirit and his passion for making the world a better place. But for those who can't help but wonder, the question remains: did Paul Walker really die in an accident? Or is there something more that we'll never fully know?